Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hey,
to Tuesday Night Modern. Our players are kind of invisible right now, but
I love
hopefully they
it.
should be there shortly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Surprise.
they're there.
They appeared.
All right, so for the first round, we have Zach Harris, who actually top-aided regionals this last weekend, playing Jeskai, and Luke Browning, who's borrowing my Chalice's Voids to play some Red-White Prison.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
Prison Man.
I have no idea how this match is going to go, but
So,
it sounds great.
who do I root for here?
Uh, I think you have to root for the guy that's going to play Blood Moons.
But Jeskai.
But
You've seen my modern deck?
I'm pretty sure I've seen you win more with turn 1 Blood Moon than I've ever seen you win with Jeskai.
That's just rude, first of all.
Oh, and Luke also has Boils in his sideboard, so...
Oh, then I definitely can't root for him.
Is Boil not your favorite Magic card?
I've beaten every boil that's been cast against me.
And how many Boils is that?
3.
Oh, I also forgot Luke's playing with these lovely white-bordered basic lands.
You want me to root for that?
Not anymore.
Okay, good, good. We're going back to Jeskai.
Yep.
Jeskai out of the way. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're going to play a rude deck, you might as well just play it as rude as possible, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Nice tap land. Tap land out of Zach. Zach's probably going Temple of Triumph. Yeah, Zach did top 8 regionals. We hinted on that real quick. He was playing the Jeskai. I think he changed it just a little bit, added some cards, but nothing too crazy. He was probably going with, looking at the other Jeskai list that finished in the top 8. I myself, I got 9th at regionals. I was just outside the top 8. You know, the bad beats, but whatever. And I think, Kyle, you finished 32nd after starting like 0-2 or something?
Yeah, well, I got a loss on round 1 and round 3, and then unfortunately I lost the last round to end up 32nd.
Oh, so you're X3 then in the day?
Yeah, I ended up being X3.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it was
still a good day.
I was playing the Mono Red Phoenix deck with Experimental Frenzy, and the deck was sweet, but Experimental Frenzy was clunky at times. Oh,
Paulo Ladoro.
Oh, no, it's going to be a Bolt.
Boltum. Yeah, we should probably update. It's not red-white anymore. We're in the days of Ravnica.
Yeah.
It is Boros. There's a Boros clan signal on that Sacred Foundry.
So,
it should be Boros Prison.
If we want to act like Wizards of the Coast, during the Pro Tour, they announced the guild for every other deck, but every deck in the top 8 that was Boros, they called red-white.
No, if I remember correctly, Jeremy Dezani was Boros aggro, and then
were
LSV was red-white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't understand, but hey, you know. Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, why is it like this? Just zero, uniformity here?
I mean, I'm guessing that was their way of trying to say that it was mono-white splash red, but I feel like they should have done, like...
It would have been, like, white-red then.
Yeah.
Like uppercase W, lowercase R, or something like that.
For sure, yeah.
Because for the most part, LSV's deck over the weekend was just mono-white until you went to sideboard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both LSV and then Andrew Ellenbogen were playing just white in the main. They weren't playing the heroic reinforcement builds, like one of the other guys that I can't remember the name of that was on the top 8.
Yeah. I believe like most of the decks had heroic reinforcements in the side.
No, I don't think so. Most of the sideboards were playing Banefire, Experimental Frenzy, and then Response Resurgence. Those are the red cards.
Speaking of Banefire, did you see the Versus Live earlier today?
I did not.
All right, so they did Boros Gauntlet. So they just took Boros through a gauntlet. And then Brad Nelson was playing, and it was Ross Marion versus Brad Nelson. And Brad Nelson was playing against Boros the entire time. He beat it, and then beat it again, and then the last round, it went down to like a split match. And Brad had just like turned the corner, and Ross had one turn to top deck Banefire, and Todd Anderson comes over, knocks on the deck, and they flip it over, and it's a Banefire.
That's great.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Todd's real good at flipping over those X-Spells. This main deck, Anger the Gods, is not looking great here.
Probably will do nothing.
But
I do like being aggressive here with Luke, for Luke. It is kind of interesting, though, because his opponent does have Path to Exile, but since there is a Chalice on one, it's not like Gideon's going to get pathed.
Yeah.
Unless, Luke forgets his choice. All right, so this is a pretty easy turn for Zach. He's going to go Cryptic Command, counter, bounce, Chalice.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And then he could actually, because if he had a 5th mana, he would also be able to path Gideon in the same turn. But unfortunately, he cannot do that as well.
Nope, only on turn 4, sadly. No monkeys in that deck.
Yeah.
So counter, and he might say draw, but I really hope he says bounce. Yeah, he did it. Found the line. All right, we're on tap, we're on draw. Not a miracle this time. He was playing miracles. Looks like he's got 2 Path to Exiles in hands now.
And he also has a Cryptic, so I'm guessing he's going to try to Cryptic this Chalice when it comes back down.
Yeah, he has to. So he's just going to lose out on value. It might be, might see what Luke does. He might just try and slam this 5-mana Gideon here. Nope, just going for it. He's going to get past. Shocker,
Yeah,
shocker.
if I was Luke, I would have definitely liked to slam the Chalice before I activate the Gideon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you absolutely have to play the Chalice again. It's very obvious that you're restricting a lot of cards in his hand. Or, I mean, that's just kind of how Jeskai is. Like, half their deck is 1-mana spells and then Cryptic Commands.
Yeah, so I've only ever seen Luke play this deck once before, and it was in an IQ. And conveniently, he top-8'd that IQ after just picking up the deck.
Convenient, yep.
That was when Humans was the talk of the town. And he had main deck Anger the Gods, main deck Blood Moon, main deck Chalice, which are all pretty good against Humans.
Seems fine, seems fine. Alright, 5-mana Gideon's coming down. It's going to get Cryptic. Zach might actually think he can beat it with a Path to Exile, but if Luke just never actually attacks with it until that Chalice is back down, it's going to be real bad for Zach because he won't actually be able to do much damage. Okay, so Zach did let it resolve. Interesting. He's going to hit a Sacred Foundry. That's not going to be that big a deal.
So what all does this Gideon do? Can we get that pulled up on the screen, Matt?
I believe it's +2. Your opponent has to attack Gideon. -2, assassinate, destroy a tapped creature. And then
I think
0 Gideon ability.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if this was one that had an ultimate or not.
No, that's the 4-mana Gideon that exiles the board. That one's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Don't hear Luke or Matt, so it could be better. Yeah. We'll
unfortunately,
we'll do our best.
Cams.
We'll do our best, Lillian. Where are we going? Where are we going? Scalding Tarn. My favorite planes.
Odyssey. It's the foil Odyssey one. That's
yeah. No, that one's beautiful. That would be the one.
Basic land.
Yeah, that's the one I would absolutely go for. So this turn, Luke should slam a Chalice on 1, and then it gets countered, and then he slams another Chalice on 1.
Yep.
That's probably why Zach...
Here he goes again. He's activating his creature first.
That's sure is an interesting decision from Luke.
Luke's just not really thinking about it, I suppose.
This one, yeah. So yeah, the 5-mana Gideon actually isn't indestructible in that form. It's just prevent damage to him, which was funny because it died to Doomblade from back in the day.
Yeah.
When your Planeswalker dies to Doomblade, feels pretty bad. All right. So I really wish I knew what was going on in Luke's mind there. Like, plays Nahiri. That one's almost assuredly going to get Cryptic. Zach doesn't even care anymore, like, about a Chalice. Well, I mean, he's going to care, but it's not going to matter that much.
It's not like his Path to Exiles do anything else in this match.
Yep.
He's already answered 2 of the Gideons, and it's not like there's that many more.
Yeah, Terminate was also a premium removal spell from Gideon's days.
Yeah.
Gideon Jura's days.
Oh, there's another Gideon.
Oh, convenient.
So he's going to discard this Anger of the Gods.
Nope.
Did he not discard?
He discarded his extra Chalice, it looks like. And he's going to counter that one. So Zach's actually really scared of the Chalice. I'm guessing he thinks his plan is just going to be Lightning Bolt Nahiri, attack it with Colonnade.
Yeah, that would be a way to get it off the table.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a lot of resources. I guess he's not even going to do that. That's a Helix and a Bolt now. Honestly,
so do you double burn this Nahiri?
I don't like that. I don't like that plan at all. If I'm Zach, since I didn't fetch, he clearly has 0 intention of attacking this turn. He's just going to pass back. That makes sense. I think Zach's just going to race the Nahiri plan. That's where he is.
Just go double Bolt upstairs. Put Luke down to 7.
Yep, he'll put it down to 7. Then he's going to go to 8 this turn, so that's actually not going to work. Is that a... What's the Oblivion Ring from Journey into Nyx?
Banishing Light.
Banishing Light, yep. So I think that's the promo card in Luke's hand there. We're going to plus... We're probably going to discard this Anger now, hopefully. Nope, Banishing Light? Anger,
Yeah,
all right.
Discard the Anger of the Gods.
I would hope so. We're going to draw. It's a land. Nobody cares. He played the Temple this turn, yeah?
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
he's going to be playing Gideon here, I'd imagine.
3, 4, 5 mana. We're going to play Gideon. Alright, so Zach's plans is definitely gone downhill. Because now he can't even, if he does decide to go attack, he's got to hit the Gideon.
Yeah.
How to beat Sun and Moon. Play Bring Delight.
Yeah, that top 8 that I was talking about, Robert was actually the one to knock Luke out of top 8.
Yep. Mr. Bobbert, we had somebody request your presence, and then you decided to not show up. How rude is that? Was it H. Rollins MTG? Yep, asking for Bobbert.
Yeah, so...
We're going to ruin his day. You're not here. Harrison? Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So despite Luke not playing those Chalices before activating his Gideons, I very well could see him winning this game still.
He's pretty sure he should win this game. So Zach has nothing to beat this Emrakul.
Yeah.
So Zach's just going to get got by an Emrakul this next turn. He is absolutely just dead. So let's like take it back a couple of turns. So after he played the Nahiri, if he didn't Cryptic it, he's just planning on bolting him, right? Yep. So he Cryptics the Chalice. He bolts him down to 10, untaps, puts him to 6. Helix will put him to 3, then Gideon prevents all the mass, so he has to draw another bolt.
I think you're one off there, right? He'd be going to 7, then 4.
7 then 4. Yeah, you're right.
So he would be planning to get in there with Colonnade at least once, but I still think that I would have liked the end of turn Lightning Bolt on Nahiri, untap, hit it with Colonnade. At least you tapped out for a turn, but you've already dealt with 3 Planeswalkers, so you're hoping that he just doesn't have a 4th.
Yeah, I'll say, honestly, the 5-man Gideon's not even that bad. It's not like
no,
he can
really do much.
It's not like he can really afford to activate it. He did bolt Nahiri, so he's not just dead. Then, so if Luke's gonna, how's Luke gonna get out of this? I think he's safe to attack with the Gideon this turn. I would downtick the Nahiri to get rid of the search, though.
Yeah, it can hit any enchantment, right? It's
yep.
only tapped artifacts.
Yeah, it's tapped artifacts, tapped creatures, and any enchantment.
So unless Luke plans on using this fetch, I definitely do not like him fetching down to 9 there. It just allows for him to get triple bolted.
It's a full turn. 1 full turn. Yeah, most of the time when you're playing against the Jeskai control decks, you want to try to keep your life total above 10 if you can. That way you don't get surprised with like end of turn, bolt, snap, bolt, untap, Colonnade you. Yep. Yeah. Zach did tap all of his red sources that last turn, so he's not going to be too worried about bolt.
Yeah. Yeah, Luke was just trying to thin with that.
Yep. You're going to untap, run, draw. It's a Helix. It's not going to matter. It would prevent a bolt, so that's pretty good.
I'm guessing he's going to try to Banishing Light the search since he didn't use any Nahiri on it.
Dragon Rider, I agree. He should have downticked to get rid of the search. But I guess he's planning on... I guess he doesn't think this Banishing Light's going to hit anything else. That's fair to assume, main deck at least. I mean, other than, was it Gideon or Teferi? Not Gideon, Jace or Teferi. And Zach here, he's going to draw a Colonnade. He's going to have to get aggressive. So if Zach attacks, he's going to put Luke down to 5. Then next turn, if he draws a bolt, he'll win.
Assuming that Luke goes aggressive with the Gideon again.
Yeah. Say he'll win and Luke doesn't cast his Lightning Helix.
Yeah.
Zach has put himself into a corner. I think he was a little too scared of the Chalice of the Void. I mean, it's a very good card. I understand why he was.
Yeah, for sure.
After a while, the card just starts to not matter. Yep. He's found the line.
So is he going to go upstairs?
I hope he's going for face.
Yeah, that's where I would be going here, but I could see him going.
Yeah,
after.
he's pointing towards life soul, so it looks like he's going towards face. Yep.
Yeah, Colonnade does not have to attack Gideon. He attacked with Gideon this turn.
Yeah, he used the 0 ability to attack with Gideon.
Activating it.
Yeah. So if Luke finds one of his lightning bolts or another helix, he should just win the game. Another land.
So
you uptick Nahiri here.
Yep.
To try and find a land. That other colonnade shouldn't be tapped unless Zach did something with it. I mean, that doesn't matter, though. I mean, it's nothing we can change.
No, he played that colonnade, so he
oh, okay. I see.
he spent 5 to activate.
Yeah,
the
never
other one.
mind. I just can't recognize which land is where. Since he's got 1 card in hand.
So it looks like he's going to use Gideon first.
He's going to go to combat. I mean, sometimes it's better lucky and good, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I think that if I was in Luke's shoes, the first thing I would do here is uptick Nahiri.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Is he down ticking? What's he down ticking on? No, he's got to be up ticking.
So he's playing it safe here. Trying not to get hit with Colonnade again.
Yeah, if Luke did the math, though, he would win that race because of the helix. Blood Moon.
Oh, that helps.
Well, yeah. I guess if you just, like, you know,
Blood Moon.
3 mana, kill your opponent.
Get a concession here.
Zach will probably untap. If he draws, like, Cryptic, he has 1 more turn. It's a settle.
He
Main
can't
deck
even cast
settle.
Cryptic.
Yeah, you're right. He can't even cast Cryptic. A Snapcaster into Bolt, something like that. Another Blood Moon's not going to do anything, but he's going to play it just in case.
Yep, and then activate Nahiri here.
Ultimate Nahiri.
Emrakul.
0 mana.
Oh, is he not doing that?
Oh, jeez. Hey, what's up, One Violence? It was nice to see you at Regionals.
Hello.
No, it's Teddy, not One Violence. Man, I'm messing people up. Teddy will be here eventually, I hope.
Yeah, I'm definitely the kind of person that remembers faces rather than names, so
Nope.
it is hard to not be able to see people's face.
Yeah, never mind. So nice to see you here. Spell Snare. All right, now Zach's packing them in. Does Luke not have the Emrakul?
I thought he did. I don't know why else he would have.
He does.
Nahiri.
Okay.
Maybe he was trying to just not show it.
I guess maybe he's making Zach to. Maybe he's making sure Zach doesn't know.
Or maybe
If
he
he
just
hasn't.
wanted to live in that world with a Blood Moon out for even longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at one point it looked like Zach was going to take control of the game, and then a very fortunate series of draws with Luke. For Luke. So you went 2-3, then 3-2 with Infect. I mean, that's not bad.
So after we finish Modern tonight, Justin and I are going to do something fun for you guys. We were actually planning on doing a sealed challenge where we each get 6 packs, and we'll open them up on camera and play against each other.
Mm-hmm.
But we were going to let chat choose what packs we use.
We do have access to most master packs.
Yeah.
I'm going to request that we don't do 6 Modern Masters 1, though. That's just a little too expensive for me.
We do need a little bit of a budget. Like, we can have a couple expensive packs, but nothing too crazy. We were originally going to do one of each of the Masters packs, but we ran out of Modern Masters 2.
Yeah, so I think if you can come up with a straw poll real quick for us, Matt, choose between... I mean, I'm almost confident people are going to have us do, like, 1 Modern Masters 1 each, no matter what we do. So I don't even want to put that one up. So, like, second verse, like, between, like, M12, New Phyrexia, and Scars of Mirrodin for me.
Yeah, the people in chat, if you guys want to start throwing up packs that you guys think would be interesting, we can put them on the straw poll if we have the packs here.
Yep, that'd be great. That'd be great. 2-3 and 3-2. Well, Robert, if you feel free to use whatever points you won from that 3-2 to keep going on my account. Yeah, I'm letting Robert borrow my Moto stuff. I told him he's got to basically pay his own way. So
Gotcha.
I didn't realize I didn't think about the rewards that he'd get for me. Which, I mean, that'd be cool and all, but yeah, Homelands, I need 3 cards to complete the set.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do not have Homelands at the store. We used to have most of it, but
We might have the 3 cards in the set.
yeah.
Which one's you looking for? We do have Zendikar Treasures. Yeah, those are pretty sweet. We have Rise of Eldrazi. We have 9th edition. You don't see those every day.
9th edition. Do we still have 7th edition?
Not right now.
Okay.
I'd say at some point in the future we might end up with some Urza's packs. Urza Sagas.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I have opened up 1 pack of Urza Saga in my life, and it was a Gaia's Cradle.
So you shouldn't open up anymore?
Yeah, probably not. Or I should open up another one, and it'll be another Gaia's Cradle.
If that's the case, I would only ever open up a Gaia's Cradle every, 4 years? Or every Urza Saga every 4 years for you?
Gosh, can you imagine Gaia's Cradle Unlimited?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that seems like it'd be pretty sweet. It's definitely sweet and cute.
Yeah, we obviously have access to like most of the Masters packs except for Modern Masters 2. I believe we're sold out of that right now.
We have access to all the standard packs.
Robert wants to see some Mirrodin Besieged.
Yeah, we can do that. We can put that up on the straw poll.
If you guys want to see us struggle through some foreign packs, we have most foreign packs from Eldritch Moon forward. I think we stopped right around Dominaria again with foreign packs. So
yeah.
Unfortunately, no German. Mr. Bobbert there has bought us out. All right, we're back. So, what do you think Luke's brought in from his sideboard? I see a Spyglass.
I see a Boil in his hand.
Well, yeah, Boil. Box Wars.
Oh, yeah, we used to do Box Wars all the time, where we would do Pack Wars, but instead of with a pack, we would get an entire box and split it between 6 people, and whoever won got the entire box.
Matthew, you can stop. You're trying out Grixis where you're going to hate life. Dude, it's great. Don't you love prisoning people out? Or watch some prison here? You think Zach's going to play around this Boil? You think he brought in any Dispels?
I don't think so. I imagine, well, this Colonnade at least is helping against Boil. But I feel like he's probably going to search out a lot of basic islands, get them boiled away, and then get Blood Mooned and lose.
Sounds right. We have Gate Crash. We can do Gate Crash. Gate Crash is pretty good. RTR. Dragon's Maze, Theros. We have Khans Atark here. That might be fun to open. Get me some more Meandering Tower Shells.
Yeah, I'm sure you need that. Maybe we should just find whatever sets we have that have the option to open up a turtle. So that way we can just have Justin have 6
I love this.
turtles.
I love this. So Khans Atark here. We got a Turtle Masters. You can get a Giant Tortoise there. You can get Horned Turtle out of 9th edition.
What is the one from Khans Atark here? Is that Dragon's Atark here that has...
well, it's Meandering Tower Shell, but it died, so it's Wandering Tomb Shell.
Yep.
Yep. All right, so that's 4 packs.
Is there one in 9th edition? Does that one have a Giant
Yeah,
Tortoise?
it's got a Horned Turtle.
That one has Horned Turtle?
Yep. I guess we could also do one of the mini core sets that has a Horned Turtle. I'm trying to think... I guess we could do Kaladesh to get a
the
Thriving Turtle.
Yep.
What else? What else is available to us?
So we're at 5. Are there any turtles on Original Ravnica and
an ensemble of the different core sets? I mean, an ensemble of the different core sets would fit the Moto theme of core set cube these days.
Yeah. So I'm guessing Luke is just going to choose...
Shadows of Innistrad has Silverbird and Snapper. Yeah, you just named Jace. I actually kind of like naming a fetch land if there's a fetch land in Zach's hand. I don't think there was.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I
like what Zach's doing here.
Yeah.
Trying to get aggressive.
Be aggressive. M10 to M15 plus 1 M19. All right. Might as well get in.
Yeah, I do think Justin and I are at least going to do 1 pack of Modern Masters 1 apiece. Try to open up some cool stuff out of that.
For the expensive pack, we had Zendikar Treasures and New Phyrexia.
Okay.
That's what people want to see. All right. And Modern Masters 1, of course. Chalice on 1, whatever.
Yeah, it looks like Zach has a lot of lands and a Jace that he can't use in hand.
I wonder if Luke's just gonna fire off this Boil like as quickly as he can. If he's gonna wait to like I
would imagine he's gonna slow roll it a little bit, but
I would hope so.
We'll see.
I actually don't like this activation of Field here.
Why is that?
So Rugged Prairie is kind of an awkward land in itself. I wouldn't want to hit the Rugged Prairie. I'd want to hit like something else.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to matter too much. I do like that he's not getting a island though. So that does make sense. Something else I don't like is I expected him to get an island.
Okay.
Because that's typically what you do with Jeskai. You just fetch out your blue sources so that way you can cast cryptic commands.
Well, I don't really think Boil is something on his radar at all. I mean, it's not like Boil is something you see in Modern very often.
Out of these weird prison decks and out of these like crazy, like, you know, off the wall decks, you always expect. I don't know. I tend to always try to expect the worst. So,
Okay.
if I was Zach, I would not be surprised to see a Boil, but it'd be one of those things like, so you're gonna Blood Moon me, then Boil. You want to know how much of a nombo that is?
Yeah.
Doesn't work very well once you turn them all into mountains.
Well, I mean, it does work to some extent because it gets rid of the basics that they do have left.
Yeah.
But I think that he got the planes there just to play around Blood Moon a little bit.
I agree. Yeah, the getting a plains is actually pretty important. So that way, if he draws a Celestial Purge, which I'm assuming is in a sideboard somewhere.
Yeah, so Justin, those Chalice of the Void should look pretty familiar to you. Justin's actually gotten to top 8 2 different opens with those exact Chalice of the Voids there.
Yeah, I know. And they're trying to do some dirty things to a deck I like.
Yeah, Chalice is much less powerful in Modern as it is in Legacy.
It's just much more powerful the early. Like, Chalice is only good if you can play it on turn 1 or 2. If you can play it on turn 3 or 6 or whatever, it's much less impactful.
Is he going for Nahiri here?
Monkey into a Nahiri.
No, he's just going to Boil. It's double Stoner.
Ah.
I mean, this does set him back a decent amount, but...
Yeah, see what I mean? Just going to go ahead and fire off the Boil real quick. Continue to take the beats.
He's just going to die the Snapcaster eventually.
He's probably going to Blessed Alliance it, which, you know, makes sense, right?
Either that or he has a Nahiri in hand. He could just play Nahiri and down tick on it.
He doesn't have a 4th land. He's got to draw it. He's got Emrakul in hand, too.
Rough.
Only natural, right? And there's an Elspeth. Yep. Still waiting for cards? Jeez. What's popular in the Grixis War deck that might be hard for mana traders to get?
Chalice of the Void. Ensnaring Bridge, maybe.
Yeah, it's probably Bridge. So Zach paid 2, I'd imagine. Gonna let his Cryptic exist again. So this is annoying for Zach. I don't think he cares, though.
Yeah, this spell just doesn't do very much.
It's kind of one of those things, like, why is this still in your deck? Okay, whatever. My creature's dead. And, okay, so Luke's kind of lost the, like, advantage. Like, he boiled him, but it didn't really do anything. Set him back 2 turns. He's going to cast Nahiri. We're going to get counter draw.
Yeah, when he Simian Spirit Guided into the Boil, I think I would have liked to cast Simian Spirit Guide into the Nahiri and just start taking that up early.
Yep. At least he's finding some lands now. I mean, that Elspeth, if it comes down, is going to be real hard.
So what's the third card in his hand? I see a Banishing Light and Elspeth, but I can't make out the last one.
I think that's the Emrakul.
Oh, it's the Emrakul.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you get to 15 lands and cast that.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty
helpful. Be helpful. There's a negate, and there's another land. Yeah.
Well, how does Jeskai Control beat a hard cast Emrakul, Justin?
Well, you use Cryptic Command to tap it down.
Yeah.
And then you untap and use Supreme Verdict or Terminus or whatever is your board wipe of choice for the week.
Settle the Wreckage?
Yeah, settle the wreckage.
After you sacrifice 6 lands.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be brutal, but you can float the mana. It's attacking.
I did see an Emrakul get settled to record this weekend.
That was brutal.
It was a different Emrakul, though.
That was brutal. Yeah, so player casts the Mindslaver Emrakul. Mindslaver's their opponent. You know, cast everything, you know, goes to the turn, messes up their board, and doesn't see anything relevant. Opponent goes, draws for their, you know, their actual turn. They draw Settle the Wreckage, you know, a card that had been very nice for the Emrakul opponent to see. But, you know, then they pass back to the Emrakul guy, and the Emrakul's like, all right, I'll attack you. And they're like, well, glad you didn't see this one. Just slams a Settle on the board. It's like, this isn't even fair.
No, not in the slightest.
Yep, so it looks like Zach's gonna find some islands. I wouldn't expect a triple Spirit Guide Boil here. We're gonna attack you for 4. He's gonna go down to 3. You can't bolt his way out. Yeah, poor Kazu Negri. bouncing the Spyglass isn't like that bad of a play, but he just gets to replay it. Like, I mean, it's not going to do much. You untap, you play your Jace, you Brainstorm, or you Fate Seal, and then you just replay Spyglass, so it's not really going to do much. And then Luke died. Through a boil. See?
Well, it's not even a good card.
It's not. It really isn't.
So, do you still agree with him naming the Jace with that Spyglass there? Is there any merit to naming Celestial Colonnade?
The way his hand was set up, I think he was more scared of the Jace coming down than Colonnade 6 turns from then.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just
Especially
thinking that he had
with,
that Banishing Light in hand that just didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's the Banishing Light, and then there's also the, I would say, he also had to worry, like, he was expecting the Boil to have a lot more value. I would at least hope that he was expecting the Boil to have a lot more value. Yeah, and now that Zach knows about the Boil, he's going to play around it to the best of his ability. So he's going to, fetch up the non-blue sources.
So this is when Luke boards in Flash Fires.
Yeah.
Destroy all those planes.
Destroy the planes.
Ignore the fact that he's playing planes himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's still fine.
Well, yeah, you play the Blood Moons. That way you get a couple of them. Then you Flash Fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then you play your second plane. So you just enchant your Blood Moons. That way you unlock all of your lands again.
Is there any of these hate cards that destroy all mountains that are in red or white?
Not modern, I don't think.
Shucks.
You won the True Name giveaway. Hot dog. Junder and Blightning. All right, Matthew, can you set him up with True Name Life? Or, I don't know how that's working. Armageddon? Is that modern?
No, unfortunately not. Armageddon would be sweet. Man, I would definitely play some Armageddons and Humans if I could.
I don't think we need to have that world ever.
Why is that? You go turn 1, Noble. Turn 2, Champion of the Parish, Thalia's Lieutenant.
And turn 3, Ancient Ziggurat. Turn 4, Ancient Ziggurat.
Well, you probably wouldn't play those. You'd play like...
okay, like Plains?
Yeah, you'd either play that or you'd play, what is the name of it?
He literally
Mystic
lives down the
Confluence.
road. All right. Well, just come up and get it. Ah. Welp. I think Jake's here now, or he was at one point.
Yeah,
so.
Jake is here. We can get that figured out for you.
Yep. All right, so what's Zach going to do here? His hand is Island, Opt-Opt, Helix, Helix, Field of Ruin, Celestial Purge. I think that's his hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fetch land. It's called
There's a fetch land, yeah. So the fetch land definitely makes the hand a lot better. I feel like it's a fine keep.
I keep it. All right, and then Luke's going to 6, it looks like. That's rough. All right, so what other packs are we going to do? So we got our expensive pack out of the way.
So we've got Modern Masters, New Phyrexia, Zendikar. All right, so we got to come up with 3 more packs.
Hopefully we get a little bit more cheaper packs.
People were saying they wanted to see some core sets. So what core set do you like? M11, M12?
I'm kind of up for M12. I want to get that Leyline of the Void.
All right, so some M12. All right. Anybody else have some last-minute packs they'd like to add to this seal challenge we're going to do tonight?
Mr. Robert Meadows said Mirrored and Besieged earlier. Now he wants Dominaria.
I kind of like to avoid any of the ones that are in standard currently, just because we've done a lot of those.
Gate crash confirmed.
Yeah,
all right, gate crash it is.
We could do a gate crash.
That's fine. Yeah, this is going to be everywhere. I don't know, I kind of want to do the Guilds of Ravnica so that way I can get an Infector, then get that 6 mana +3, +3, +3. Yeah, just to 10 ya. Get them out. We're in Chalice on 1.
What about Unstable?
Zach's going to fetch and cast an Opt. Unstable? I don't want to do Unstable.
Hey, Matthew, can we get a poll on whether or not we should play with Unstable?
Oh, God.
I really don't want to make Justin do it.
100% no. Thank you. No Unstable. I'm not living this life.
So we're doing 6 packs of Unstable, like Lump Lump here says.
You can do that yourself. Play against yourself.
I'll just sit there and play against myself. Sounds great.
Interesting. So you chose to not cast an Opt to guarantee that he's going to have a island,
Maybe
dual
here's-
land in play.
Oh, he doesn't actually have ops. Those are Snapcaster Mages.
Oh, okay.
That'd be
That's
the
the
issue.
problem. All right. Purge, Purge, Snapcaster, Snapcaster, Helix, Helix.
Yeah, I still
I
think
like
you're
the
just
board.
going to name the Jace the Mind Sculptor.
I don't know. I name Flooded Strand.
Yeah. Try to cut him off on mana.
That's all what the deck is about, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like we're
Is
just
that-
going to see Zach flashing a Snapcaster Mage at the end of the turn again.
We are. It's wonderful. I love it. Gemstone Cavern's proven pretty good here with the double white spell in hand. Is that cast down? Jesus.
There's a cast out?
Yeah,
you
Luke's
saying that?
hand.
There's no way. Oh, cast out.
Oh, cast out, sorry. Spell Snare would have been sick, but we're getting wrecked. Name Jace. Okay, that's fine. We're starting the 2-1 beats. Ambush Viper's coming in. Scalding Turn.
Yeah.
So close.
You would have named Flooded Strand and you would have gotten screwed.
Well, I mean, there's one Tarn in the graveyard already, so.
So I agree Flooded Strand would be the appropriate name, but variants.
Mhm. I think you play the Fielder in here. He knows about it, and you're going to get it like another.
Lets you get a plains in response to a Blood Moon.
Yep. This is going to force you to get a mountain or another island. I mean, you kind of want the island.
So I would cycle the cast out main phase on Luke's turn here in case he draws a land.
Yeah, he doesn't want to miss land drops. That's typically how the prison deck loses. Like the red-white prison deck loses.
Especially because he has 2 4-drops in hand and just nothing really doing.
His deck's really just clunky, to be honest.
Mhm.
I'll say the red-white prison deck is just clunky. Like, you're so dependent on having all of these things.
Almost seems like you want to play like a Signet, like a Boros Signet wouldn't even be that bad in this deck.
No, it wouldn't. No, they have to play. They get to play Stony Silence on the side.
Yeah, that's true. You'd much rather have Stony Silence.
Yeah, just the white hate cards. He's doing it at end of turn. He drew a Blessed Alliance, so it's not like it would have mattered. He's gonna untap. He's gonna draw that. I was a dude who was talking about powerlifting and talking about how much it makes sense that your trainer can eat. Oh, yeah, what's up, man? I remember him.
I don't.
That's fine. He was talking to me in Bassford.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. All right. Good to see you. I'm glad I can put a picture to the name. I have no idea why he's going after that Gideon.
What do you think? He should just be going at the face?
I think he should have used the Lightning Helix in his graveyard to hit face. And then, I mean, it doesn't really matter, right?
Well, the one Snapcaster did get plus done by Gideon, so it wouldn't have done any damage. So the line he took was the only way to actually clear the Gideon that turn.
Well, you could just cast another Helix out of his hand.
That's true.
Is that a Lyra? Are we about to see a Lyra come down? Does he have another white source? No, he doesn't. Rough. He's got a Lyra in hand. He's got to get another white source this turn, though. So if I'm Zach, I'm just going to play the Steam Vents tapped, pass to Luke, let Luke do pretty much whatever, and then end of turn, go get Plains, and then Lightning Helix Luke.
So it looks like he did take 2 off of it. Maybe trying to represent Cryptic Command.
Yeah, maybe.
Prison deck can't really afford to play around counter spells anyway, though. It just kind of jams.
He's doing it in the upkeep. Or draw step or whatever. I don't know, did he draw?
I think Luke already passed back. I think he's
Yeah.
already played.
End of turn. Okay. We're going all the way to end of turn. Yep, makes sense. The Helix is Snapcaster there. He didn't draw a land.
Yeah, Luke's just never drawing lands from the look of it.
Yep. More often than not, that's how I've seen that deck lose. Alright, and then he's going to untap, probably slam Lyra. And then, what's Luke got in his deck to beat a Lyra?
I do not think that Ensnaring Bridge is going to be in his deck post-board. So that's not going to help.
I remember once I was playing against this deck, and I had Wear and Tear in my side.
Mhm.
So he tapped out for a Blood Moon, and I had Ensnaring Bridge out, and thought he was all clear. I'm like, okay, well, I flipped this
Weared
mana,
and teared.
and got them both, and he was like, oh, I just lost. Simple as that.
Yeah, so maybe if Zach plays the Lyra and then gets to attack with it, Luke can then Nahiri down tick on it.
Yep. So he does have 2 Nahiris. From the control side, this is always just like the most vulnerable you'll ever feel. When you just like tap out, here's my angel. Don't kill it.
So
Please.
I think Luke is going to end up playing a Nahiri this turn, but I feel like I like waiting till next turn to play Nahiri.
I agree. Zach's just going to attack the Nahiri, and then... Well, I don't know. I kind of like playing 1 Nahiri, uptaking, discarding the Lightning Helix, and plus for a land. And then you get a second one. And Zach's almost assuredly going to attack the first one.
Yeah,
so that way you can't downtick. And then you just get to plus the second one again on the next turn. And then you get to play a second one, is what I meant to say. To downtick and get rid of the Lyra. So we're at 5.
Well, Luke does know that Zach has these Celestial Purges in hand, so maybe he doesn't even attack it. Maybe he just Celestial Purges. And starts going at the face.
Yeah, that's fair. Celestial Purge is a good card. I still like this line from Luke, though. He's going to need to find a land to continue playing the game regardless. Discard the Helix. We're going to draw. It's Blessed Alliance. That'll help.
Yeah, it's another way to kill Lyra.
Another one of those things that has very few like actual targets in the deck, but, you know, it's there. Alright, so,
Yeah,
2 mana.
We're going to see the Celestial Purge here.
We're going to kill this guy. Or girl. We're going to attack you for 5. Go up to an unreasonable number. He can almost survive 2 attacks from Emrakul.
Almost.
That's the dream.
Alright, hopefully Luke finds a land.
Blood Moon.
The Blood Moon.
That's okay. It's just going to get purged.
Yeah.
Zach might not purge it.
No, I mean, I think that Luke's kind of forced into just using Blessed Alliance on his next turn. Otherwise, he'd be going down to 3 and then just dying to a Lightning Bolt.
He's got a Chalice.
Well,
it's got to be exactly Helix.
Effects, yeah, so Helix.
It's got to be exactly Helix. We're in a Blessed Alliance. Zach's sad on the inside, but it's not that big a deal. Let's say at this point, the Blood Moon's not even going to do anything against Zach.
Right. They're just going to shut off future colonnades. That's the big thing it's going to do.
Yep. Let's say he's going to have all 3 of his islands and his plains.
Oh, so does Luke not play Mountain? Because he got Field of Ruin and chose to get another Plains.
Interesting. I would hope that there's a basic mountain in this deck, but I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Interesting.
So as much as I disdain white-bordered basic lands, the art on those do look kind of cool. Like, if I'm going to choose a white-bordered basic land, I don't mind that one.
I do.
I mean, at least they're matching, unlike Zach's.
Yeah, I don't... Zach just likes to choose, like, the arts he likes. And I just don't understand how he ended up on the unhinged island and then, you know, this beautiful Odyssey.
So Luke's going with the Blood Moon before he goes with the Nahiri.
I kind of like it, because now Zach's going to probably throw out that Purge. He shouldn't, because, you know, he's got all of his basics, so it's not even matter. But he might not, actually.
Well, now I just need Luke to get a boil, and this Blood Moon's going to look really good.
So you're telling me, Robert, this is all you're doing? Temple with 0 effects. It resolves. We're going to plus or downtick on Blood Moon. We'll find out.
I would hope he's not going to downtick on his own Blood Moon, but maybe.
I mean, what else is he going to do? All right, no Temple. Draw. Emrakul. Perfect.
Yeah, it's the best.
Oh, wow.
Maybe he'll get to cast it this game.
He might have 15 lands in his deck. We're going to draw. It's a Cryptic. Might as well play this island. Or, I mean, mountain. Gideon. Sweet. Cryptic.
Yeah, Cryptic.
Counter. What do we do here?
Probably counter draw.
Yeah, counter draw. That's a Jace. Wow, that's going downhill real quick.
Well, Jace did get named with...
Yep. That's what it was. Alright, alright. We got Baneslayer.
Oh, wow. Well,
Angel
he
number
can't
2.
cast that one, can he? Yeah, he
Nope.
only has 1 Plains.
1 to Colorless Eldrazi. Lost the 1. Lost round 1 to Colorless Eldrazi. Is that even a deck in Modern? Are you playing?
Oh, Drowsytron. I mean, it hasn't really been seen play for a while, but it is definitely still a deck. Another one of those Chalice of the Void decks.
That one's a little bit better. Alright, we're going to draw. Is it another Cryptic?
If I was Luke, I'd be hard casting that Simian Spirit Guide right now.
Yep. You got to get the monkey beats. Back out, Blood Moon. Go. I don't know. He might want to hold him so that way he can hardcast that Emrakul.
Yeah. Maybe he's holding him to be able to hardcast an Elspeth. I think that's the highest spell he's actually looking to cast.
I guess he's going to bounce the Spyglass. But I don't really like bouncing the Spyglass. It's not going to do anything.
Oh, is he just doing counter bounce?
Counter bounce? Okay.
So then next turn he can untap, hit him with Colonnade.
If I'm Luke here, I'm just exiling this monkey going forward again. Yes, put it out there.
Okay, yeah. Zach was doing that so he could untap and cast Baneslayer Angel.
Yep,
That
that makes sense. Oh, the Serum Powder Eldrazi deck. I always wanted to play that deck. That deck seems sweet.
Yeah, for sure. The
Logic
coolest
Knot?
thing I've ever seen with that deck is what is in one, the guy that you can cast from exile or your graveyard. It's a 3-mana 3/3 Eldrazi you can cast from exile. But if one ever ends up in your graveyard, you can Surgical Extraction yourself to put all 4 in the exile, so that way you can cast them all.
That sounds sweet. I like
Yeah.
this. So we're at 7. We're halfway there. We're just under half.
All right, so now he's casting the monkey.
Monkey's out there. What's he going to do about it, Zach? Logic Knot? No. I guess we're back at 6. I don't like this. Draw. Negate. That's not going to help prevent this Emrakul hitting the board. Chandra. We're going to attack. Which counterspell would you like to use? This one.
Logic Knot for a lot.
Logic Knot for X equals my graveyard.
Eternal Scourge, that was the one I was looking for.
Kankles knows what's up.
Yeah.
Trigger. Graveyard. He's thinking about it too long. Get rid of it.
Yeah, thanks
Ah,
for
you
finding
kept
that
it.
for me. Show me your Cankles.
I guess Lightning Healers is like the one spell he actually cares about. Here's a Plains. What are we at? 7? Back to 7. We're going to get there. Graveyard.
I hope this game is won by Luke attacking with the Syrian Spirit Guide for 12 more turns.
Oh, there's a stupid Snapcaster Mage.
Rough.
We're at 8. We're almost there. I'm getting excited. I like the slow rolls. Cat
Oh,
Navis.
He's just going upstairs. Boring.
Upstairs. You trying to erase him? Yeah, he's going to Snapcaster do the thing again. Want to see how this math gets all messed up?
How's that?
Luke's going to cast a Lightning Helix.
And then
I
it's
hope.
going to get negated.
Yep.
Oh,
Boil.
Boil. Boil him. Boil.
Oh, boil, boil, boil. Pass.
All right, let him tap his blue mana. Then Lightning Helix him in
Snapcaster.
response.
Okay.
See if he's going to... See if he'll counter that. And then you boil him, and then you die. So yeah, you kind of have to start with the boil here.
No, I think I want Luke to cast the boil last, but he's going to start with it.
Well, if he
In
casts the
response to
boil
Snapcaster.
last, then he just dies.
How?
Because he's getting 3 damage from the Lightning Helix and 2 damage from the Snapcaster.
Yeah, he's going to Lightning Helix the Snapcaster.
Right, but I was saying if he Lightning Helixes first, then his Lightning Helix gets countered instead of the boil.
Ah, that's fair. So back down to 5. This board hasn't changed except for the boil is now in the graveyard.
Man, what if boil was an enchantment?
We're going to draw 2 cards. Draw. Yep, yep. If boil was an enchantment, that doesn't even make sense.
It just destroys all islands when
ETB
it comes
destroy
into
all
play,
islands?
and islands can't be played.
We get out of here. I hope Zach's got the Quicksilver Fountain in his sideboard. I'm seeing
yeah.
a blue-white mid-range list with him.
Get him. Is that a Teferi?
What's that? That's Teferi. All right. Bye-bye, Bloodmoon. Now we're just going to uptick. That makes sense, too. Thinking of Choke.
Yeah, Choke's another fun one.
All right, Luke's going to untap. He's going to need like 7 more turns. I don't know if he's going to get that. Ooh, maybe only 6. Cryptic's not going to do anything versus Emrakul, for the most part. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 6 more turns.
He's counting.
Yep. It is. He is not even going to try and hide it. So Zach's got to win this game. So
If he goes end of turn bounce the chalice. Then he has a lightning bolt he can send upstairs.
That's 2, so it just leaves him at 2. He's
going to bounce the Blood Moon.
Blood Moon. Interesting.
I guess this way to play the Baneslayer Angel.
Yeah, I guess that's like another turn. Makes sense.
I wonder if he's going to flip the search now that the Blood Moon's gone.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, he's still just going to leave it.
Draw. I'll say, like, worst case scenario, he...
Oh, he has a Colonnade in hand.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the
yeah,
colonnade
colonnade, yeah.
buried down there.
Right. I mean, he still doesn't have a way to kill him, I don't think.
Lightning bolt in hand. Nope.
There's
nope.
a chalice.
Yeah, there's a chalice. No, he used down to fairy on the chalice.
Gotcha.
That would be the Planeswalker Mythic Edition Teferi Hero of Dominaria. Adios. Lightning bolt.
Kapow.
To your chin. Oh man, I can't cast my Emrakul. I need 6 more turns. Alright. He died slowly. So what do you think? Do you think we should leave this 6-pack as a surprise? Let it be our choice?
Yeah, I think the 6-pack should be our choice. But
right.
So far, for those of you guys that didn't know, for our 6-pack sealed chow at the end of the night, we have Modern Masters 1, New Phyrexia, Zendikar Treasures, M12, Gate Crash, and a surprise.
And a surprise pack from us. You want me to go grab those packs and open some of them now?
Sure, yeah.
Which one? I think we should do the M12 and Gate Crash now. Just kind of build up. We'll do the Modern Masters and our surprise pack at the end. Or, whichever one we choose. All right, so I'll be back.
Actually, according to Matthew, it looks like we're actually out of time on the round. So we're not going to have time to open these packs this round. But we will get them set up so that way we can open them at the end of the next round.
Or beginning in between, like sideboarding, something like that.
Yeah, we'll get it to where we can open them for you guys. So that way at the end of the night, you guys aren't seeing us all open them then. We can get the decks together, sleeved up, and play at the end of the night.
Sounds good to me. Giant Tortoise is spelled wrong. FYI.
For your Twitter handle?
Yeah, for my Twitter handle.
Yeah, Matthew over there doesn't know how to spell tortoise.
Tortoise. All right, we fixed it.
And then he forgot the Q.
There's no Q. There's never any Q. Don't do it. All right, we'll be back very shortly.